Good afternoon or good evening, football fans. Big Al here on this Thursday, October 10th, 2024, and welcome to my Week 6 NFL picks, both straight up and against the spread. Now, I'll recap of Week 5. It was pretty bad. Probably the worst week I've had making picks in the 30 plus years I've been doing this. I went 5-9 both straight up and against the spread in week 5. And my overall records are 44-34 straight up and 39-38-1 ATS. I hope we can improve on those terrible numbers here this week. Now, before we jump into this week's picks, I want to give you the injury report for tonight's 49ers-Seahawks game. And we'll start with the San Francisco 49ers. Wide receiver Chris Conley is questionable with an oblique. Defensive tackle Jordan Elliott is out with a knee. Linebacker Demetrius Flannigan-Fowles is also out. He has a calf injury. Safety Talanoa Hufanga is out with a wrist. Place kicker Jake Moody is out with a right ankle. And cornerback Charvarius Ward is questionable with a knee. For the Seattle Seahawks, linebacker Derek Hall is questionable with a foot. Safety Julian Love is questionable with a hamstring. Linebacker Boye Mafe is questionable with a knee. And defensive tackle Byron Murphy II is out with a hamstring. And linebacker Uchenna Nwosu also out with a thigh. And to round it out, cornerback Reek Wolin is out tonight with an ankle. So that's your injury report for tonight's Niners-Seahawks game. And that's where we're going to begin our Week 6 picks. The 2-3 San Francisco 49ers at the 3-2 Seattle Seahawks. Tonight at 8:15 Eastern on Prime. Announcers are Al Michaels, Kirk Herbstreit, and Kaylee Hartine. The 49ers fell to number 12 in my Week 6 power rankings, while the Seahawks are down to number 15. And both teams coming off losses in Week 5. The Niners lost at home to the Cardinals, while the Seahawks lost at home to the New York Giants. Current point spread is San Francisco minus 3.5. Over under is 49. Now, I wrote out the spreads of every game last night, so that's what I have written down. I have the Niners winning 28-24. The game will go over 49, and I'm taking the Niners minus 3.5 on a short week. All right, our second London game is on Sunday morning as the 1-4 Jacksonville Jaguars visit the 3-2 Chicago Bears. Now, not exactly visit since they are playing in London, but Chicago's the designated home team and Jacksonville is the designated visitor. That game is Sunday at 9:30 a.m. on NFL Network. Your announcers are Rich Eisen, Kirk Warner, Jamie Erdahl, and Stacey Dallas. The Jaguars, after last week's thrilling victory over the Colts, moved up to number 29 in my Week 6 power rankings. And the Bears, who just jack-stomped the Carolina Panthers, they're up to number 17. Current point spread is Chicago minus 2, over-unders 44.5. Jacksonville may win this game, but given these international games, anything can happen. But I'm playing safe and taking the Bears, 23-17. The game finishes under 44.5. And I'm taking the Bears at minus 2. Now it's Sunday afternoon, starting the 6-game early slate with the 2-3 Arizona Cardinals at the 3-2 Green Bay Packers. Sunday at 1 p.m. on Fox. Your announcers are Kevin Kugler, Daryl Johnston, and Laura Oakman. After their upset victory over the Niners, the Cardinals moved up to number 20 in my Week 6 power rankings, while Green Bay fell to number 10, rose to number 10 after beating the LA Rams last week. Current point spread is Green Bay minus 5.5 and the over-under is 47, and this is pretty much based on matchup history. The Cardinals' last victory in Green Bay was in 1977. That was, of course, when the Cardinals were based in St. Louis. Now, if this game was in Arizona, I would take the Cardinals. But since they're playing at Lambeau Field, I gotta take the Packers here, 30-23. The game goes over 47, and I'm taking the home team at minus 5.5. Next up is my lock of the week. The 1-4 Cleveland Browns, who look really, really bad right now, at the 2-2 Philadelphia Eagles. Sunday at 1 p.m. on Fox. Your announcers are Kenny Albert, Jonathan Vilma, and Megan O'Leary. Sorry. The Cleveland Browns are down to number 30 in my Week 6 power rankings, while the Philadelphia Eagles, fresh off a bye week, stays at number 11. Current point spread is Philadelphia minus 9.5 and the over-under is 42.5. And word on the street is both A.J. Brown and Devonta Smith are expected to play this weekend. So that will definitely help out our passing game. And given the fact that the Browns are the only team in the NFL to not record 20 points or 300 yards of offense in any of their 5 games this year, they're going to have a bad day. Philly wins easily 34-14. Game goes over 42.5. And I'm taking the Birds at minus 9.5. All I got to say is fly, Eagles, fly. Next up, the 4-1 Houston Texans, after their Week 5 victory over the Buffalo Bills, visit Foxborough to face the 1-4 New England Patriots. Sunday at 1 p.m. on CBS. Your announcers are Kevin Harlan, Trent Green, and Melanie Collins. The Texans are at number 5 in my Week 6 power rankings. The Patriots near the bottom at number 31. The Patriots, meanwhile, lost at home against an injury-plagued Miami Dolphins team, who is still without Tua Tagovailoa and on their 4th quarterback this year as well. They should have won that game, to be honest. Current point spread is Houston minus 7, over under is 38. Now the Texans do have some injury concerns of their own. Tank Dell, I don't think will play this week. And it looks like Joe Mixon will also be out once again. So this may hurt the Texans offense, but I do have them winning 21-13. I have the game going under 38. And I'm taking Houston with the minus 7 and barely covering that spread. Sorry. Okay, moving on. You've got the 2-3 Indianapolis Colts, also with a few injury concerns, at the 1-3 Tennessee Titans. Sunday at 1 p.m. on CBS. Your announcers are Spiro Ditas, Adam Archuleta, and Aditi Kinkawala. The Colts are at number 27 in my Week 6 power rankings, while Tennessee is just a spot below them at number 28. Current point spread is Tennessee minus 2.5. Over under is at 43. Now, I initially took the Colts in this game, but then I realized Jonathan Taylor is out. Michael Pittman is out. So I changed my mind and went with the Titans. Tennessee will win 24-21. I have the game just barely over 43, and I'm taking the Titans at -2.5. Next up, the 3-2 Tampa Bay Buccaneers visit the 2-3 New Orleans Saints. Sunday at 1 p.m. on Fox. Your announcers are Adam Amin, Greg Olson, and Pam Oliver. Alright, Tampa Bay, after that overtime loss last Thursday night to the Falcons, fell to number 14 in my Week 6 power rankings. And the Saints, after Monday night's loss in Kansas City, fell to number 18. Current point spread is Tampa Bay -3.5, and the over-under is 41.5. Now, if you watched the game on Monday night against the Chiefs, Derek Carr left with an oblique injury, and reports say that he's going to miss multiple games. So, quite possibly, Spencer Rattler, the rookie, will start at quarterback for New Orleans, at least for the next few weeks, possibly. That said, I'm taking the Tampa Bay Buccaneers 27-24, the game going over 41.5, and I'm taking the Bucs at -3.5. And the last of the 6 early games on Sunday afternoon is my game of the week, and it's the Battle of the Beltway. The 4-1 Washington Commanders, leaders of the NFC East, visit the 3-2 Baltimore Ravens, leaders of the AFC North. Well, really, they're co-leaders because the Steelers are also 3-2. Sunday at 1 p.m. on CBS. Your announcers will be Jim Nantz, Tony Romo, and Tracy Wolfson. Both are in my top 10 in the Week 6 power rankings, as the Commanders sit at number 6 and the Ravens are at number 4. Current point spread is Baltimore -6, over-under is 51.5. And given the fact that this is Lamar Jackson versus an NFC team, and he never really loses to NFC opponents, I say Baltimore wins, but it'll be a lot closer than what everyone else says. I've got Baltimore 31, Washington 28, the game finishing over 51.5. But I'm taking the Commanders at +6, because given their offense, they'll be able to keep it close. Okay, now to the late portion of the Sunday schedule. There are 4 games in that late window, starting off with the 2-2 Los Angeles Chargers, fresh off a bye, at the 3-2 Denver Broncos, fresh off of annihilating the Las Vegas Raiders last week. Sunday at 4:05 Eastern on CBS. Your announcers are Andrew Catalan, Tiki Barber, Jason McCourty, and AJ Ross. The Chargers are at number 19, unchanged in my Week 6 power rankings, while the Broncos are up to number 21. Current point spread is the Chargers at -3 and the over-under set at 36. I have the Chargers winning straight up 20-19, and I have the game finishing just over 36. But I'm taking the hometown Denver Broncos with the 3 points. Continuing on, you've got the 3-2 Pittsburgh Steelers at the 2-3 Las Vegas Raiders. We just talked about how they got destroyed by the Broncos last week. Meanwhile, the Steelers lost a tough one at home to the Dallas Cowboys on Sunday night / Monday morning football, as the game didn't get started until 9:45 Eastern Time and wrapped up at about 1 a.m. Eastern Time. Sunday at 4:05 on CBS, your announcers are Ian Ego, Charles Davis, and Evan Washburn. Alright, with the loss to the Cowboys, Pittsburgh fell to number 7 in my Week 6 power rankings, while Vegas dropped to number 23. Current point spread is Pittsburgh -3, over-under is 36.5. I have the Steelers bouncing back and winning 24-17. Game will finish over 36.5, and I'm taking the Steelers -3. Now to game 2 of the Fox doubleheader. Some will see the 3-2 Atlanta Falcons at the 1-4 Carolina Panthers. Sunday at 4:25 on Fox. Announcers are Chris Myers, Mark Sanchez, and Christina Pink. The Falcons are at number 8 in my Week 6 power rankings after their 36-30 overtime victory against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers last Thursday night. While the Carolina Panthers are back down to number 32 after getting smashed by the Chicago Bears. Current point spread is Atlanta -6, and your over-under is set at 47. I have the Falcons winning easily 27-14. The game will go under 47. And I'm taking the Birds at -6. Most of the country will be seeing the 3-1 Detroit Lions at the 3-2 Dallas Cowboys. This is a rematch of a late season game from last year. Sunday at 4:25 on Fox, your announcers are Kevin Burkhardt, Tom Brady, Aaron Andrews, and Tom Rinaldi. The Cowboys were at the Lions were at number 2, but they slipped to 3 in my Week 6 power rankings, and the Cowboys, after their victory over the Steelers, jumped to number 13. Current point spread is Detroit -3, over-unders 52. I think the Lions will get their revenge and win this game 31-24. Will finish over 52, and I'm taking Motown's Cats at -3. Then you've got a MetLife primetime doubleheader to wrap up Week 5. On Sunday Night Football, it's the 1-4 Cincinnati Bengals at the 2-3 New York Giants. Sunday at 8:20 on NBC and Peacock. Your announcers are Mike Tirico, Chris Collinsworth, and Melissa Stark. The Bengals dropped a 41-38 overtime heartbreaker to the Baltimore Ravens, and they come in at number 26 in my Week 6 power rankings. Meanwhile, the New York Giants upset the Seahawks in Seattle and moved to number 24. Current point spread is Cincinnati -3, and the over-under is at 47.5. The Bengals are desperate for a win, and I think they'll get it Sunday night. Not sure if Malik Neighbors will be suiting up for the Giants or not. But either way, I have Cincinnati winning 31-14. I've got the game going under 47.5 just by a couple, and I'm taking Cincy -3. And then the second game of the MetLife doubleheader is on Monday night, as the 3-2 Buffalo Bills visit the 2-3 New York Jets. Monday at 8:15 on ESPN. Announcers are Joe Buck, Troy Aikman, and Lisa Salters. The Bills suffered another loss, a 23-20 setback at the hands of the Texans last week, and fell to number 9 in my Week 6 power rankings. Meanwhile, the Jets went to London and fell to the undefeated Vikings 23-17 to fall to number 16. Current spread is Buffalo -2.5, and the over-under is 41. Despite all the injuries the Bills have, I have Buffalo winning this game 24-16. The game will finish a point below 41, and I'm taking Buffalo -2.5. Now, I wouldn't be surprised if the New York Jets won this game, because they now have a new head coach, as defensive coordinator Jeff Ulbrich was upgraded to interim head coach after the firing of Robert Saleh earlier this week. Alright, off this week, both the undefeated teams are off, the Kansas City Chiefs and the Minnesota Vikings, both at 5-0 and ranked first and second respectively. Also off are the Los Angeles Rams at 1-4 and ranked number 22, and the Miami Dolphins at 2-3 and ranked number 25. So there it is, folks, my Week 6 NFL picks, both straight up and against the spread, and your 49ers-Seahawks injury report before these NFC West rivals clash up in the Great Northwest later on tonight. Now, I hope we do better than 5 wins this week. That's what I'm shooting for. If I can get to 9, I will be a happy man. Alright, so my next video coming is on Sunday, when we look at the injury report from the rest of the games in Week 6. Monday, we'll be back with the latest college football rankings. We'll do 2 videos on Tuesday. We'll first do the college football television schedule for Week 8. And then we'll recap Week 6 in the NFL with the week that was. Both of those videos drop on Tuesday. We're off Wednesday. And then we'll be back in this spot next Thursday with my Week 7 picks. So join me all next week for this content. Like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Ring the bell and get notified every time I go live. Big Al signing off. Thanks for watching and enjoy the pigskin. Peace out.